So dear student, I welcome you back for today's session. Now today we are going to start with a totally new chapter which is very important not only for in industrial pharmacy one as a topic, but it is going to be helpful for you in your throughout career of pharmacy. So today we are going to study in detail tablets, in which we'll be focusing mainly firstly the definition of tablet. We are going to see the definition of tablet, then later on what are the advantages of tablets, and then what are the disadvantages of the tablet dosage form, and what are the ideal requirement for the tablet dosage form. So this all things we are going to try to cover in today's lecture. Now before moving towards the actual presentation part, those who are present in the class, can you please tell me, is there anyone in the class who has not taken tablet till now? Is there anyone? Is there any?
No, sir.
Okay. So
No,
everyone.
sir.
Okay. So everyone has
No,
taken a
sir.
tablet at least once in a lifetime. Okay. Be it for whatever the reason may be. Now, before moving actually to the main presentation, let me first talk in detail a short introduction on the tablet dosage form. Now, as you know that everyone in the class has taken a tablet, it means what? This tablet dosage form, it is having a wide acceptability by the patients. This is the first thing. Now why it is having wide acceptability? Because it is a solid dosage form. What it is? It is a solid dosage form. I hope my dear students, you may have studied different types of dosage form when you were in first year B Pharm. That is, we have solid dosage form, then we have semi-solid dosage form, then liquid dosage form. Fine. So under solid dosage form we have tablet, then capsules, okay, then powders. Then for semi-solids we have creams, gels, lotion. So this is what we all have over there under the various types of dosage form. Now I will take you directly to the presentation which I am going to discuss with you people. So can you see the presentation which I am sharing with you? Which I have shared with you, sorry. दिसतंय का तुम्हाला?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, wait a minute. Now,
Yes, sir.
can anyone just read for me?
Tablet.
Dosage form.
Okay. So today, as in the starting, we have seen that we are going to discuss regarding the tablet dosage forms. Now, under tablet dosage forms, today we are going to discuss the introduction part, then the definition, advantages and disadvantage of tablets, as I have already told you in the introduction of what will be the flow of today's session. Now moving further, okay. Can you see the slide, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
what?
sir.
Now what was the basic reason I told you that why it is most preferred? Because it is a solid medicaments. Okay. Now it is a solid dosage form. Tablet is a solid dosage form. Now let's see in detail somewhat introduction part of tablets. So solid medicaments may be administered by oral routes such as we give dosage forms such as powders, then pills, then we have catches, then capsules and tablets. So here we are, our more main focus is on tablet dosage form. So when we talk about tablet as a dosage form, it is a solid dosage form. Okay. Now what happens and why we use tablet, that we are going to see in detail. Now this dosage form contains a quantity of drug which is given as a single unit, and they are known collectively as a solid unit dosage form. Now what is present in a tablet as a dosage form? Now a tablet as a dosage form, it contains a quantity of a drug, means a measured quantity of a drug, that is your API, which will be the active pharmaceutical ingredient, which is going to be given in a single unit. Means here we are not going to give by different. For example, in the multiple doses form. So this is the single unit which you are going to give. For example, if you have a 5 mg tablet or 10 mg tablet or 50 mg tablet, as per the dose of your API or the drug, the quantity of the drug will be varying into your tablet dosage form, but it will be given as a single unit. So this is very important point which we should know. So what are tablet dosage form? Tablet dosage form are the dosage form which contains a quantity of drug into a single unit. So a single unit is present, and collectively this is called as solid unit dosage form. Now why? As it is going to be given in a single unit, that is the reason it is called as unit. It is called as unit dosage form. Now solid is one thing, that is as it is going to be, as it is final form is solid, and unit means what? We are going to give a fixed amount of dose, a unit amount of dose, means 500 mg means 500 mg, 50 mg means 50 mg, 10 mg means 10 mg. So that is the reason collectively it is called as, firstly, it collectively it is called as solid and unit dosage form. So it is a solid unit dosage form. Even some of the tablets, that is the sustained release tablets, which are technically considered under tablet, contain the equivalent of several normal doses of the drug. So that's the reason whenever we have a tablet, tablet is an solid unit dosage form. So in the definition itself, it is mentioned that it is a solid unit dosage form. Now the stringent formulation requirements as per the new regulatory requirements of each and every country, or the, we can say, continent, it is getting day by day stringent. So the stringent formulation requirement of the modern medicaments which are coming in the market, the many advantage which tablet as a dosage form gives. So it's not only tablet but also capsule, but here we are, as we are discussing tablet in detail, we are going to focus mainly on tablet. So the main advantage of tablet is that it, coupled with the expanding health services and the commitment needed for large scale economic production or manufacturing, we can say, have led to a steady decline in the prescription of other two solid medicaments such as powders and pills. So you can see most of the dosage form which are coming from the solid dosage forms will be in the form of tablet and capsules. So the tablet and capsules, they account for over 2/3 of the total number, and the cost of medicine produced all over the world. Just a minute, students, just hold for a second. Meanwhile, you can read this slide. Now, this tablets Now these tablets and capsules, they currently accounts for near about two-thirds of the total number of the dosage forms which are present in the market all over the world, and also the cost of the medicine produced all over the world is also less. So in terms of number as well as in cost, the two-thirds of the whole market is captured by the solid dosage forms such as tablet and capsules. So from this, we can have a clear-cut idea that firstly, as being a solid dosage form, it is having a widespread acceptance. Secondly, as it is going to be given by oral route, it is easily acceptable by the patients. Okay, maybe it may be having some disadvantages, but it is one of the good dosage forms when you want to go for a large scale production of tablet dosage form. So now moving further, so let's move to the second part, that is the definition of the definition part of tablet dosage form. Now the definition of tablets as per IP, means as per Indian Pharmacopoeia, it is defined as compressed. Now see, let us try to understand the meaning of each and every word. Now compress, now what do you mean by compress? Compress means, suppose what we do, if I am taking two flat stones, okay, and if I have a nut over here and I want to break it down, so what I am going to do, one is, so this nut is placed on the two of the rollers, we can say, okay, or two of the stones, and when I want to break it, what I am going to do, so I am going to apply a force from upper side with the help of this upper stone, and then what will happen, this nut will get breakdown. Okay, so that is compressed. In the same way, now coming towards the tablet dosage form. Now normally what happens in tablet dosage form is we have a powder thing. Now can I take something so that I can explain you in detail? Okay, let me clear this. Now in tablet dosage, okay, these colors will be helpful. Now for example, this is the things which I have shown over here is, now you have a powder which is placed over here. Now this powder, when you are going to go for tableting, means you are going for tableting, it will, what happens, either you will prepare it by two techniques. One is by mold, okay, by molding, MOULDING, okay, and second one is by compression. Now in compression means what happens, you are going to apply a force. So if this is a bed of a powder and you are going to put it into a die cavity and then later on apply a pressure, ultimately what will happen, whatever the white spaces, now let me show this white spaces with the help of different color over here. So this white spaces which are present over here, so this white spaces will be removed when you go for compression. So this white spaces, when they are removed, what will happen, there will be reduction in the volume, okay, and you are going to get something which is in a compressed way. So this is a compressed way, so you are going to get a tablet dosage form. Fine. So if you want to understand the definition, first we should know the concept for that. So what we have done, when you compress the powder bed, the spaces, the white spaces which are present between the intramolecular spaces which are present into the API molecule will be removed when you apply force, that is compression, okay, and it is a, finally it is a solid dosage form which contains medicament. Now medicament means what? What is medicament? Does it mean by API? Medicament, can we say medicament means API? Yes. So medicament means API, that is active pharmaceutical ingredient, or it is also called as drug, okay, or it can also be drugs. Okay, these are not the drugs which we see in the Hindi movies. Here, drug means more than one API. So there can be a combination of API also. So if you see the definition, so they are defined as compressed solid dosage form which contains medicament or medicaments with or without excipient. So here it is with or without excipient. Some of the tablets you can see there are no excipient. In some tablets you can have a wide range. You can see you can have 3 or 4 excipients, or you can have depending on the dosage form which you want to develop and the technology which is involved in the manufacturing of tablet, the number of excipients can go up to 10 also, or 10 plus also. So that is what we have to know. Now as per Indian Pharmacopoeia, the precise definition for tablet, they define it in a such a way that it is a solid, flat. Firstly, it is solid. So this is the first thing. So it is a solid dosage form. So it can be flat or by convex disease. Unit dosage form means a unit dosage form is there, which is prepared by compression of a drug or mixture of drug with or without diluent. Now diluents, if you see the exact meaning of diluents, means these are the agents which increase the bulk of your powder. So here what it means, so they have defined that it is a solid dosage form, it has a particular shape, it can be flat or biconvex. Okay, the normal tablets which you see means the opposite of the saucer which you have. Okay, so this is what we should know about the definition part of tablet. Now you can get a wide variety of tablets, because you can have a tablet which is having a heart shape, you can have a tablet which is having a circle shape, or that is we can say spherical shape. Okay, you can have a tablet which is rectangular in nature, but there are special shapes which are widely accepted world over. Firstly, which is acceptable by the patient. Secondly, it becomes easier when you go for the large scale manufacturing of the tablets. So but the major thing which I want to convey to you is, now suppose for example if I want to make a tablet for small children's, I will try to prepare it in a different shape, because what happens, this shape and the colors will attract the pediatric population, and the compliance rate of that medicament means as a, that of tablet dosage form will be more due to introduction of new shape, or the you can use good colors, so that the compliance for the medicament for that particular age group, that is the younger children's, we can say, it will be more. So these tablets, they are available in various shape. Okay, as well as they greatly differ mainly in their size and weight. Okay, so all these things, it depends on the API which is going to be presented in the form of tablet dosage form. So this all depends on the amount of medicinal substance which is going to be added into it, and the intended mode of administration. Now the intended mode means what is the basic mode by which you are going to administer it. So the tablets can be taken by oral route, tablets can be injected into the cavities also, in the body cavities also. So what is the intended mode of administration by which you are going to give the tablet to the patient, that is also very important. It is one of the most popular dosage form, as we have discussed in the first slide itself. Also, the 70% of the total medicines which are dispersed are in the form of tablet dosage form. So from this, as we have 70% of water all over the on the earth. In the same way, the 70% of medicines are dispensed in the form of a tablet dosage form. So from this, it becomes quite obvious that tablet is one of the largely accepted medicament, and it is very very important. So tomorrow when you are going to work in pharmaceutical industry, I assure that mostly 80% of the people, they will be working on the tablet dosage form. Okay. So all the medicaments are available in the form of tablet, except where it is difficult to formulate or administer a tablet in a administer a tablet. So until and unless there are certain problems, that is formulation or administration problems are there, mostly you will find many of the medicaments are given in the form of tablet dosage form, and that is the reason you can see 70% of the medicines which are dispensed, they are from the tablet dosage form. So I hope this is clear up to this point. इथपर्यंत क्लियर आहे का तुम्हाला? Okay. Now you may be thinking that, sir, why you are teaching us from such a scratch? हे तुम्हाला झालेलं आहे का याच्या पहिलं? टॅबलेट डोसेस फॉर्म झालेलं आहे का तुमचं? Was tablet as a chapter anywhere there in your whole syllabus till now? From 1st to 3rd?
Yes, sir.
In which class? Which year?
Sir, first year.
Okay. So now we are going to see in detail. Okay, so that time you may be only having the definition part or the advantage. So now we are going to see in detail what is the formulation part, which are the different types of tablets, and so on. So whenever I teach in such a way that I think that everyone is a beginner. Okay, so you should have a clear cut idea what we are talking about. Fine. Now,
yes, sir.
shall I move to advantages? Okay, now let's move towards the advantages part and see what are the advantages of a tablet dosage form. So the different advantages which what is this came in different shape over here. So what are the advantages that we'll see? Fine. Now it is a unit dosage form. As it is a unit dosage form, it will have a specific quantity of a dose given into it, and due to which it offers a greatest capability of all the oral dosage form, which will assure the more precision for the dose. So we are going to get the greatest dose precision from the tablet dosage form, and the least content variability. Means if you are going to have a 10 mg tablet or 1 mg tablet, there will be least content variability present as compared with the other dosage form. So what is the first advantage? The first advantage is it is a unit dosage form, due to which it has greatest capability in comparison with the other oral dosage forms, which will be giving you a great precision and the least content variability. Secondly, the cost. See, as we Indians, not only Indians, but the people all over the globe, they are same. Okay, the cost is the major concern when it comes to health. Okay, so cost is lowest of all the dosage form. It's quite obvious. If you take a strip of tablet and if you go and take a single injection, you will find on an average the whole strip will be coming half the rate of the injections which is going to cost. That's for even for normal upper respiratory tract infection. So this is which is very important as a normal human being. The cost plays a very impact. It has very impact on the overall compliance of a medicament. So whenever you go for treatment, normally you will find nowadays we have generic medicines which is coming in on a larger scale. They are also very good. Okay, so people are moving toward generic. Now they are getting confidence that slowly, even the cost is good, but all this they are certified by GMP, that is good manufacturing practices. They are approved by US FDA or WHO, depending on the area in which they are going to be exported, if they are going to export, or even in India. So these are the certified plants due to which we can get medicines which at a cheaper rate, as well as those are going to have a good quality. Then tablet as a dosage form, it is lighter and compact. Now let me take an example. Now suppose if I have something in a bottle, I have a single bottle of 50 ml. Okay, if I have a bottle of 50 ml, and if I have a strip of 50 tablets, okay, if I have a strip over here, so which one will be more bulky? Which one is more bulky over here? Hello, आहे का रे सगळेजण तुम्ही? Are you or we on the same planet? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Bottle will be more bulky.
What? What? Hello. अरे मी
The
तुम्हाला
solution of
मी
50 ml
मी
will
तुम्हाला काहीतरी प्रश्न विचारतो, तुम्ही पार 2 मिनिटं झाल्यानंतर नाही का काहीतरी बोलता. कसं व्हायचं रे मुलींना? हां, 50 ml ची बॉटल आपल्याला जास्त वजन राहणार आहे का एक 50 टॅब्लेटच्या स्ट्रिपचं वजन जास्त राहणार आहे? कारण की आपण त्याच्यामध्ये नुसतं 50 ml टाकत नाही. समजा ग्लासचं कंटेनर असलं तर त्याची परत वेट वाढणार आहे. बरोबर आहे? फाईन. आणि बाकीचं जे आहे तुमचे, जसं की समजा स्ट्रिप्सचा ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला जागा पण कमी लागणार आहे आणि ते कॉम्पॅक्ट पण राहणार आहे. ओके, वजन पण कमी राहणार, त्यांना जागा कॉम्पॅक्ट असल्यामुळं जागा पण कमी लागणार आहे. ठीक आहे. सो तुम्ही सगळ्यांना समजतंय का मी काय म्हणतोय? ऐकू येतंय? आपण एकच
Yes, sir.
ओके, वी ऑल आर वी ऑन द सेम ट्रॅक?
Yes,
फाईन.
sir.
हां. So just now we have seen that they are lighter, dark color is a little bit. So they are lighter, okay, as well as compact, okay. They are easiest and cheapest to pack and strip. So you can present them. They are easier when it comes to packaging, as well as you can present them in a strip packaging as well as blister packaging, which is one type of dosage form which is used normally for the solid oral such as tablets and capsules. Then they are easy to swallow with a least tendency of hang up. Now here we can control the release rate, or you can play with the release pattern of a dose product with the tablet dosage form. This is one of the unique feature of a tablet dosage form. So sustained release products is possible in tablets when you go for enteric coating of the tablet dosage form. Now suppose if I have a API which is having an objectionable order, a taste, okay, or taste which is bitter in nature, okay, or even the color is not we can say pleasant, so we can mask this odor, okay, the taste as well as the color by using a suitable coating technique, okay. Then as in the earlier part we have already discussed, tablets, they can be prepared on a larger scale, so the scalability of a tablet dosage form is easy, very easy. Now coming to the next point, so how much time we have? आपलं किती 45 मिनिटाचं लेक्चर आहे, म्हणजे 3:30 वाजेपर्यंत. Okay, so another 15 minutes we have, so we'll complete this parts. So the greatest chemical and microbial stability you can see when it comes with respect to other dosage form. So tablet will be providing you more chemical as well as microbial stability, okay. And the other unique feature is the product identification is very easy in tablet dosage form and rapid, and it requires no additional step when employing an embossment or monogram punch face. So directly you can have RX or the short initial of your company written on the tab, that is embossed on your tablet itself, and it does not require additional cost in the overall development of a dosage form, that is the manufacturing of a dosage form. So these are the advantages of tablet dosage form. So they are unit dosage form, they are having a good or greatest dose precision, which has lowest least content variability, then the cost is lowest of the all other dosage form. They are lighter as well as compact in nature. They are easiest and cheapest when it comes to packaging and presenting them in a strip. Then tablets, they are easy to swallow and they have a least tendency to hang up. Then sustained release, as I told you that tablet uh, can in tablet you can have a different type of release pattern. So the sustained release products can also be prepared by using enteric coating or by applying functional coating. So it can be enteric coating or it can be functional coating such as delayed release, sustained release. Okay, this terminologies you will be studying when you will be in final year. Okay, then we have object, you can go for masking, whether it is odor, whether it is taste, okay, or it is the color of your API. So you can mask with the help of a good coating technique. So all these things are possible in tablet. Then one of the major advantages is that the scalability. So you can go for large scale production of tablet. Then the tablets are chemically and microbially stable. So when it comes to chemical degradation and microbial degradation, you will find tablets are more stable as compared to the other dosage form. Then comes the product identification. Now the product identification is easy and rapid, and there is no requirement of an additional cost when you want to emboss something onto your tablet or when you want to monogram on the punch faces. So these things are not going to increase the cost of your product. So these were some of the advantages which a tablet dosage form provides to us. Now moving towards the disadvantages. Now as you know that each coin has two sides, one will be okay, good one, another one will be having some negative points. In the same way there are some disadvantages for tablets. Okay, so sometimes you will find there is difficulty in swallowing of tablet dosage form, mainly in case of children. Okay, so they will have a difficulty while swallowing the tablets, and for the unconscious patient. So unconscious patient you can't give anything because he's already not in his so it is as he's unconscious, it's not possible for him to swallow the dosage form, that is tablet dosage form. So it becomes very difficult, especially for the unconscious patient. Okay, then some drug resist compression into dense compact. So some of the drugs, they have the intrinsic properties in such a way that even though you go for the compression, they will not lead to the formation of compact. Okay, and the basic reason is that if the drug is present in an amorphous nature and it is having low density characteristics, then it becomes very difficult to compress this powder into a compact, that is a tablet dosage form. Okay, so this is the second disadvantage. Now there are some drugs which have poor weighting, due to which, as they are having poor weighting capacity, so they will have slow dissolution properties, and the optimum absorption high in the GIT may be difficult to formulate or manufacture such a kind of drug into a tablet dosage form that will still provide adequate or full drug viability. So even though if the drug is having a less weightability, it means it is having less aqueous solubility, but if it is having less aqueous solubility, means there are more chances that it is going to be easily permeable to the cell membrane. So even though it will be giving you full drug viability, but one of the major prerequisites for when a drug is given in the form of tablet dosage form, firstly it has to disintegrate, then later on it has to go into a solution form, and for that it has to undergo dissolution. Okay, means it has to go into solution form, then only it will get absorbed. So until and unless your drug get absorbed and comes into your systemic circulation, you are not going to get the viability. So the drugs those are going to have a viability problems and slow dissolution profile, they will be having problems to be formulated in the tablet dosage form. Then beta testing drugs. Now drugs with an objectionable odor or drugs that are sensitive to oxygen are required to be prepared by encapsulation or by coating process. So in such a kind of cases, the best thing which we can do as a formulation scientist is to go for the formulation of capsule dosage form. So these are some of the disadvantages of tablet dosage form. So when it comes to examination, I tell you that you can write advantages, but disadvantages many a times, if even though if it is asked for viva, we don't recall it. So we should be in a position to tell that what are the disadvantages of tablet dosage form. So shall we move further? Okay, so we'll discuss this point. So the general properties of tablet dosage form. Okay, so what are the general properties of tablet dosage form? Now let us see these properties one by one. Okay, what is the first property? That the tablet should have elegant product identity. So whatever the thing, when it comes in terms of elegancy, it should have a elegant product identification. Okay, and it should be free from the defects such as chips, cracks, discoloration and contamination. So this is what we should know. So what are the things which we have to look over here? So it should be elegant. Okay, so a tablet should be giving us a elegant product identity. Okay, it should be free from the defects, so no defect should be present over here. So what are the defects? There should be no chipping, okay, cracking, discoloration or any type of contamination into the tablet. Okay, then the other general properties of tablet include they should have sufficient strength. Now why they should have sufficient strength? So they should have a sufficient strength so that they can withstand the mechanical shocks, okay, during the overall manufacturing process. So in the overall process of tablet manufacturing, even till it is finally packed into the containers and when it is going to be dispatched from the production unit. So for this reason, the tablet dosage form should have a sufficient strength, that is the mechanical strength, because what happens if you compress a tablet and if it is not having a sufficient strength into it, so in the various type of tablet manufacturing, so that is it can be packaging or transportation, or when you're going to give it in the hands of the patient, that is called as dispensing. So there are chances that the tablet can break down. So it should have a sufficient strength with proper mechanical, so with the proper mechanical strength present into it, so that it can withstand the mechanical shocks during packaging, shipping, that is transportation, and dispensing while giving it to the patient. So it's not only the pharmacist is going to give it on the counter of a medical shop, but many a times you have a paramedical staff such as nurses, pharmacists, or even the caretakers. They should be, that's the reason they should have a sufficient mechanical strength into it, so that they can withstand the mechanical shocks. Now coming to the other general properties of a tablet dosage form, Now we have already seen this point, that is they should be chemically and physically stable. Okay, so even though as a tablet as a dosage form, it has the advantage that it is more physically as well as chemically stable, that is the microbially stable as compared to other dosage form. So the chemically and the physical stability should be maintained, so that the overall physical attributes of the tablets is maintained. Now what are physical attributes? The shape, the size, so all things are maintained, even the color which we can see, okay, as an organoleptic characteristic of a tablet dosage form. Now moving towards the next point, the tablet must be able to release the medicinal agent, that is the API, in a predictable and reproducible manner. Okay, so predictable means you should be able to predict that where it is going to go, the drug. Okay, so I know that if I am having a upper respiratory tract infection, and if I am taking my drug orally, firstly it will go into my stomach. Okay, before reaching stomach, it has to pass whole of the area, then from stomach, intestine, then again it will come into my blood circulation, then it will reach the target site, that is the upper respiratory tract. Then I am going to get some kind of relief from that infection. And then it's not only the predictability that whether it is going to go at that particular target site, but it is also reproducible. Okay, so I can climb a mountain. Okay, so that is what my prediction is there. If I have a coach or someone, he's saying that no, he's a good tracker, he can easily climb the mountain. Okay, so that is predictability. So my coach is predicting regarding me, but what is whether I am going to go and climb this mountain daily, so whether it is reproducible or not. So that is also very important. Same thing when you talk in terms of drug, it's not only that it should reach only one time. So if you prepare a tablet, okay, you should be in a position to predict that where it is going, and as well as it should be in a reproducible manner. Okay, then these tablets must also have a chemical stability over time, so that they do not follow alteration of the medicinal agent. Now here we are talking in terms of chemical stability, so that means the shelf life means the lifespan of a drug till it will be showing its therapeutic effect, that is called as shelf life. Okay, so I think we'll stop over here for today. Okay, remaining things we'll be seeing in the coming lecture. I hope that most of the things which I have discussed today, all of you may have understood. Okay, but still if you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Okay, or you can raise the questions on the Google Classroom. Okay, so shall we stop over here?